How are y'all doing today? I'm going to go through a video explaining the case knife, Tang stamp, and dating process for your pattern numbers and your year. This is my everyday carry here. It's a medium Stockman blue bone. One of my favorite patterns. Just wanted to show that to y'all. And then I'm going to get into this case knife card I have here. If you're lucky enough to live around a master case dealer, you can go in there and ask them for one of these. Most of them have them. I looked up. Harvey's Hardware is one of my favorite places to shop for pocket knives down in Tampa. If you're in the area, I definitely recommend you stop in. Tell Harvey Josh sent you. But it does go through the anatomy of a case knife, the various different pieces that go into it. It goes over your basic blade shapes from a California clip, spear blade, Warncliffe blade, also the case, contact information. On the other side, there is a ruler on here if you ever want to measure a knife if you're out and about while you're shopping. But it goes through the different handle materials used by Case, from solid hardwood, which is a number 1, number 6, jig bone, probably one of their most popular, all the way down to micarta, ivory, and exotic stone or horn. It goes through the different Tang stamps that Case used to date their knives. From 1905 to 1920, the W.R. Case & Sons Cutlery Company stamp was used, all the way down through the most current that they're on, which is the 2010. And in most cases, there are dots or X's or both on the Tang stamp. Now, each year, either a dot or an X is removed, which helps you date the knife, except for from 1990 to 1993, there was an actual date stamped onto the blade. And then also your knife pattern numbers. Your first number will always be the material, which on here, number 6, is a jig bone, jig synthetic, or jig laminate. The next number will indicate how many blades are on the knife, and the last number is the pattern number. So I'm going to lay this to the side and pull one of mine out just to kind of show y'all. This is a red bone doctor's knife. We can open it up and we'll take a look at the Tang stamp there. You can see that there is a few dots removed but no X's, which means this is a 2004 pattern. We'll close it up, open up your secondary blade, which is normally where your pattern will be indicated. So for this one right here, we see a 6285, which means it is a jig bone handle material. There are 2 blades on the knife, and it's an 85 pattern, which indicates it's a doctor's knife. You can clearly see it's stamped USA, and stainless steel, the SS, which is the blade material. Now if I put that one back, and I'll grab another one here. This is my Case Canoe. I picked this one up at Harvey's Hardware down by Tampa. It says Case First Run right there, which means this was a knife I brought back into production. I'm going to do another in-depth video on this one right here. But you can see on this knife, the Tang stamp, there's only 1 X left, which indicates this is a 2008 knife, because in 2009 there would not have been an X. It would have just had the Tang stamp on there. Close it up, open up our secondary blade. You'll see it says 6, which again is a jig bone, 2 for 2 blade, and the canoe pattern is 131. Again, this knife is a stainless steel blade combination. I'm going to get one more out here, the side buster. Take a look at the Tang stamp on it. You can see it's a little bit different than the other 2 I just showed you. This is a 2010 and up Tang stamp. Again, there's only 1 dot on there around the X's, which means this is a 2014 knife. And if we flip it over, if it's got one blade, it will be on that Tang stamp. But you see a number 4, which indicates that this is a smooth synthetic handle. There's one blade, and the Sidebuster Junior pattern is a 37. Again, down bottom you see the SS for stainless steel. Great snap on that knife. This is a workhorse right here. I'm going to pull out one more. There's another Sidebuster here. Open it up. Take a look. You can see there is only 5 X's. Like the one I showed you before, there is one more dot removed, which means this is a 2015 knife. And on the back side it says 6, which is a jigged bone. One blade, and again the 37 pattern, which is a Sidebuster Junior, but you can see it says CV, and that's the type of steel that's used on this knife. This is a chrome palladium steel, holds a patina well, will tarnish. So these knives, they hold a little bit better edge in my opinion than the stainless steel, but you got to take a little care of them. One more knife I'll show you tonight is this Trapper. Now, over the years, Case does make some knives in different groups. And this is what they call a Case Brothers Trapper, which is a pattern they typically carry year-round, and they've been carrying it for a while. But it has on here Case Brothers Cutlery Company, which is one of the older companies that the Case family was involved with. But you can tell vaguely the X's down there. It was still dated in the same fashion, and just like the other knives I showed you, 6 is your pattern number, is your scale material, which is a jig bone. 2 is the blade, and a 54 indicates this is the Trapper pattern. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If y'all have any questions, leave your comments down below. I'm also going to try to post a couple of links. A lot of this information that I talked about tonight, I've learned over the years looking at these knives, and there are so many Facebook pages and websites you can look at to help y'all identify these knives. If you're looking to purchase them, if you have one that you want to date, maybe get a value of, or you see one when you're out and about and you just want to see if it's a good deal. Case Knife Collector Club on Facebook is one of the groups that I follow. Tons of people in there to get information from. So if y'all have any questions, leave a comment below, and talk to you later.